Want to know the best places to look for loot on ARK Aberration? Well, today I'm going to go over some of the best ways to go about getting that big old bag of loot. And if you're frustrated about going into caves and there's no supply crates to be seen, well, I have a couple of tips for you on that towards the end of the video. The first place I love hunting for loot has to be the surface. This is mainly because it is the most consistent location to find good loot drops, dropping items you'll need for Rockwell, or even just getting a zesty saddle blueprint for your crabs. I have a video that goes over surface entrances in depth. I'll pop that up in the cards. But for example, I've been farming the southwestern surface area at 5122 for the green zone entrance. It also has a second one in the red zone. The drops can be mixed up here. I've had red ones that drop me Ascendant hazard suit boots and pump shotguns, but I've also had red ones that literally just give me metal structures and some random soups. And let's not talk about the stupid amount of Parasaur saddles that love to drop out of the Aberration loot tables. You can get blue, purple, yellow, and red drops, and to be honest, I'd farm all of them if I were you, because sometimes even the blue surface drops can give you something nice, such as Ascendant crossbows or Mastercraft Megalosaurus saddle blueprints. I've been able to consistently farm a plethora of drops up here, but there are a few details you need to know before you come up here because it can be extremely dangerous. Whenever you're surface drop farming, the ideal time to go is at 90% night, 10% day, which you can always check by toggling the extended HUD. These type of days usually fall on days ending in 7, 8, and 9 in them. Then after that, they will switch to a different day and night schedule. I highly recommend frequently checking the time and the day and night schedule so you don't get caught out. Be warned, on Aberration, the daytime on the surface will burn you to a crisp. On Ascended, it can be harder to tell when that's going to happen as the sun sweeps across the map. But for this surface area in particular on the southwestern side, I can tell you the sun tends to come up at 11 AM, so I tried to leave at 9 AM at the latest to avoid getting stuck out there. At 5:30 PM in-game, the night cycle triggers with an audio cue. This is also the time of day Reapers come out, because in ARK standard daytime, which triggers at 5:30 AM, the Reapers actually don't come out of the ground, and you have a bit of time to freely loot without the worry of them until it hits 5:30 PM at night. I have physically seen this. When it hits 5:30 AM, the Reapers burrow in the ground and they don't come up again until it hits that night cycle. The surface is where I've had most of my luck loot farming, but let me provide you with some other options. Let's talk caves in terms of loot table. Caves are the best place to get high quality drops and the best blueprints. However, this comes with a hitch in Aberration. Often when I enter caves in Aberration, the cave is barren and there are no drops. I've had this issue on multiplayer and single player. What I speculate is when you enter a cave in Ab, all the drops that have been de-rendered previously get deleted as they've hit their decay timer but haven't disappeared yet due to being not rendered in. This is probably why caves are empty of drops when you enter them unless someone is frequently visiting the caves. Drops can take about 15 minutes to 30 minutes to spawn, so I found by the time you finish the cave and leave, if you actually go back in, you'll find the drops have spawned. I've tested this quite a few times and it seems to consistently be the case. So you either need to spend a long time in the cave, up to an hour, to make it worthwhile, or you could try popping into the entrance of the cave, leaving and coming back in 15 minutes. But then you also have to hope no one else has decided to run in the cave in that time. Because of this issue, I tend to not like to farm cave drops because they are extremely unreliable. Either way, that's my favourite ways to get loot in Aberration. I'll be honest, it's been a rough one getting loot to do bosses on this map, but hopefully knowing these tips will make it a little bit easier for you. If you're looking for something specific loot-wise, check my loot tables video that goes over every single drop in Aberration. It's very helpful and has chapters marked out in the video for every drop. Either way, that's all from me today. Thank you for watching, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!